Hey friends, this is Jennifer Anderson with Uptown Common. Today we're talking about profanity and politics in or on your products. And I think this is interesting. Just the idea that we're even having this conversation is interesting. And of course we want our business and our products to reflect who we are and what we believe. That's probably a lot of the reason you're even operating your own small business. I know it is for us. What seems to be less common to consider, though, is how those things translate to customers and show organizers, which is where a lot of opportunity is going to come from. Probably the most common example we see of this is profanity. It's quite popular now to use profanity and even derogatory phrases, most especially meant for women, on handmade products, from candles to t-shirts and even baked goods. Social media posts with those things seem to get a lot of likes, comments, and shares because they have shock value. I also see that those things tend to get, more attention, more laughs in somebody's booth in person. Again, because of the shock value. I can see how business owners view that as encouragement and continue, down that same path with their branding and their products and their business. If the phrases and the messages reflect who they are and what they want their business to be known for, that's fine. The problem, though, is there's usually many people who will have no interest in purchasing anything from them, and there are market organizers who will not allow them in. And many of these vendors have not accounted for that. Some of them seem almost offended by the decision to not be allowed into a market, or for people to just skip over their booth. So what I'm here to say today is, if you choose to build your business, your products, and your brands around profanity or politics or any other similar thing, also spend time now thinking about what opportunities you may be opting out of because of it. If you find you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, consider who your primary customer is and adjust so that maybe it's just a couple items that are tastefully mixed into your booth, or perhaps display those items with profanity or political leanings or whatever away from kid height in your booth, so that it's not right there at eye level, which will help parents, but also help market organizers potentially allow you in. We have a vendor friend whose primary sales come from offensive coasters, and many places don't allow him in, and he does not go to places that don't allow him to display and sell his offensive coasters, because there's such a large part of his sales. And so he has figured out where he can go and has worked all that out because he is determined that it's important to him. But he also kind of, in a hard way, has had to figure out that there are lots of places where people would buy his other things, but he's not allowed in because of those coasters. But he's committed to the coasters. They seem to be working for him and what he's trying to achieve with his business, so he's made it work. So that's an example of how it's a path he's still choosing to go down, but also understanding that there are limitations to who's going to buy his stuff and places he can even sell his stuff. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it, and we'll talk to you next time.